The back-to-back moto, Ken number 494, do it again. He's around the corner. Oh, no, it might be the Kawasaki on the inside. Yes! And that time, Jens got it. Oh, 251, that's much better. Jens to get there and go for it. Oh, Kane up on the inside. No, Jens is going to challenge him. No, Kane's got it. Look at that side by side, left to right. Oh, so close. There we go, Kane Lamont and Jens Lederman. Oh, Jens just fast and fired up there. Loving every bit of what he's been able to do. And he got the whole shot. That's more important. He deprived Kane of some of that money. And he can take back a few Kiwi dollars. So there you go, Jens Lederman. Having a quality race there on the AFC Moto Kawasaki KX 450, but I tell you what, it's all about Kane Lamont at the moment as the Altherm JCR rider. A real pity no Cody could be here today, folks. I'm going to put in a sincere apologies for Cody as he injured himself while practicing on Friday, and I've heard from people who were there with him when he got injured, and he laid on the ground for over an hour. He thoroughly deserves to have the day off, but he tried gallantly to come out here this morning, and I'm very pleased to say that he's done the right thing and stepped down from that. So all the best, Cody, for a great recovery. You can catch him here today. See him get his autograph. Here we are back with a good battle going on. Kane and Jens at the moment. So here they are in the update. Keen to check it all out on the Yamaha and a high-flying run. Yes, all the way. Kane Lamont, Jens Lederman. Here we go. And it's blue from green at the moment. And Jens hanging on his tail. And I'll tell you what, getting some roost to go through there as well. He had a 94 from 251 back there with 7 this time, going to 338. And Brad Groombridge looking up with 7 there. And Hadley Knight on the Kawasaki with the 14 of Tyler Steiner as he picks up the race pace. What a cracker day he's having as well there on the team E&I Kawasaki Mainstream Logistics Kawasaki KXF 450. So the green momentum continues, and their big increase in activity here on our racetracks in New Zealand Moto. Special shout out today to Michael Cotter, as well as being manager extraordinaire at Team Green Kawasaki, acting as our riders rep today, what we call the riders rep, a man who listens to any of the stories and the complaints or the proactive ideas or whatever, and a liaise between them and the club. So effectively the voice of the rider, the riders rep. And a lot of the sports, of course, and industries have it, and it's a great role to play. Sometimes it's quite demanding, but particularly for junior and mini days, but for seniors, a lot of the guys sort out their problems on the racetrack. But we thank Michael for his great support. Well-respected former, of course, New Zealand multi-times 125, 250 and Open champion. So thanks indeed to Kawasaki manager extraordinaire, Mr. Mike Cotter. And a special shout out to Debbie and the girls here today, and Caitlin. She's got a new 2020 KX 85 waiting for her. We wish her all the best. Have some great run. King of the Mountain coming up. The Go Girls Racing, Specialist Girls Motocross Racing coming up in January as well, and also doing the 2020 New Zealand Juniors, which of course are going to be here in the Bay of Plenty region at Tech Park at Tauranga. Long time since we've had Junior Motocross Nationals in the Bay of Plenty. Long time, I tell you what, it hasn't ever been. So there you go, and a first for 2020 New Zealand Junior Motocross. More details at the Tauranga Motorcycle Club. So up the road at their Tech Park facility just out of Tauranga. Check that out. Coming up the weekend after Easter, that is on April, I think it's 17, 18, 19 or thereabouts. So check it out, more details with the Tauranga Motorcycle Club. So we're going to love to have that event here in the BOP as well. All right, there we are. Look at those top two men. They've smoked it, absolutely smoked it out in front there. Kane Lamont, Jens Lederman, and going for the glory at this stage as they put the bike battle on. The Yamaha and Kawasaki's as they fight it out. Looking back here at the Honda, and some hard work to do to get through there as well. And a classic moto going on there. 7 and loving it. Yes, indeed. Go for it. That is Taupo's own Hadley Knight out there. So the 7 on fire is the best way to describe it, and love what he's doing there. So go and check him out. The 7 then of Hadley Knight for Apex Windows, MXD Graphics and Crown Kiwi, Alpine Star and Hooker Honda.
Yeah, this is fantastic racing. We see Jens right on the back wheel of Kane, so definitely not let him get away. We've had Kane winning by margins of nearly 10 seconds, but this time Jens definitely not let him get away with it. We're about half race distance. We're going to have about 2 laps to go when they cross the line. And we go flying with the 94 and the 251. Brilliant stuff from Jens, and manages to get the whole shot as well. So brilliant stuff from those two. Then the Taupo battle, the battle of the Taupo locals. We've got BG Brad Groombridge ahead now of the number 7 Hadley Knight. So that's the battle for 3rd and 4th. We also go back to Tyler Steiner there on the number 14. So there's our battle. 94, 251, the battle for 1st and 2nd. That's only got 1.3 seconds in it. So Fastest man on track, Kane Lamont, and then 1.3 seconds back to Jens Getterman. We've got Brad Groombridge ahead of Hadley Knight by about 1.6 seconds. Then Tyler Steiner a further 2.5 seconds behind them. So we've got action aplenty. We've got about 2 laps to go. And have we got a showdown on our hands? So far 3 from 3 for Kane Lamont, 3 seconds for Jens Getterman. The overall's looking like Jens is really going to want to try and win this one and put some pressure back on Kane Lamont, but at the moment it's advantage Kane Lamont. We go to Brad Groombridge ahead of his Taupo good mate Hadley Knight, and then go to Tyler Steiner. We've also got Sam Cuthbertson running a good 6th place ahead of Sam Guys. Sam Guys doing a much better job this one. He's running 7th place. Daniel White, Joshua Jack and Quade Young rounding out our top 10, and then at 11th we've got Royden White. So a late race charge for Royden. Not the start he was looking for, but running in 11th place as well with a good lap and a half to try and reel in some more. There's about 3 ahead of him, so it could be finishing as high as 7th or 8th place if he can get a few more. So Royden White, a relatively local man, Royden from Tauranga in the Bay of Plenty here, so he's on the bright white plastics KX F250, and certainly one to watch. So Royden White, the number 8 flying at the moment. As we keep an eye on that battle for the lead, is still only about 1.5 seconds in it. As we see the 94 Kane Lamont, the white flag ready and waiting for him. The 251 of Jens Getterman, our Belgium international. Brilliant to have Belgium international flavour on our side, and the white flag is now out. So 1 lap to go. 94 Kane Lamont, he's been perfect today, and he has got an advantage of just on 1.5 seconds. So there we go. So that battle is pretty much steady where it was a lap ago. So Kane Lamont, Jens Getterman, that's the battle we're looking for. As we see BG across the line in 3rd, go back to Royden White, and then a hard-charging Tyler Steiner. So that battle's certainly not done for 3rd, 4th and 5th. We'll keep an eye on that one, but we are on the last lap here. And can anything stop Kane Lamont at the moment?
Awesome, great to watch, great to watch. Yes, indeed. I think because of, unfortunately, Cody pulling out, which was due to injury, he suffered in a crash on Friday while practising, it would have meant effectively a 2-horse race. So, and with Kane, if he'd only been there by himself, we wouldn't have been able to see him at his best. And we've just really seen where another international rider fits into it. And Jens has just been fantastic today. Look at the role that he's played, and take into consider a number of factors. First of all, he's only bought the bike in the last 2 weeks, and it only is around for a couple of weeks. And by the way, at AFC Motor, it will be for sale immediately in the next 2 weeks after he's left the country. So the bike, of course, will be exceptionally well tuned for this, but it doesn't have the factory parts on it that the other bike has. So you've really got a balancing, and for the fact that he's outside of his comfort zone, his sleep zone, and the kind of track that he has. And raced on. I said to him this morning, is there anything like this you've raced on? And he said, no, very different indeed. It's not the hard pack, it's neither the sand of Belgium or Holland as well. So something quite different. But he did like it, and he was very positive about what was happening here today. So great to see Jens Getterman. I hope you all catch him today, catch his autograph, and see him and talk to him. There it is, another great one as he crosses the line, but in 2nd place, because the glory goes to the 94 then of Kane Lamont. On the Altherm Window Systems, JCR, Yamaha Motor, Yamalube, JYTR, Blue Crew, YMX, Racing. So good to watch, good to watch. Here we are, 338 all the way, BG in the lead here, and there's 14, 7 up on the inside. Oh, just getting there. Tyler Steiner over the 7 of Hadley Knight. Good effort there from the 2 Taupo boys, and also looking out, of course, to T-Boogie's Tyler Steiner in that group as well. Here we are, keeping it a Honda. More Hondas than any other single brand up in the winners. After all, that's what they are. 491 for Dunedin's Sam Cuthbertson out of UNL and Honda, with the 9 through this time of Taupo Sam Guys, 27, and Daniel White along with the 87 up there now of Quade Young, the local man, outside of 8 Royden White, 75, and Joshua Jack. See, notice one thing about this field, it's not actually stretched out too far. The most of the riders still get to finish within about 1/3 of the lap of the leading contenders. So